That should be good. I'm just gonna post on Twitter real quick. Live stream offline. Weird.
Here,
Do.
yeah, invite me to the Hangouts call when you're ready, okay?
I'm not gonna use the Hangouts call. My OBS recorder just automatically records this.
Oh, it does? Okay. All right.
Yeah. So we don't need like a special Hangouts call or anything.
All right.
Let me just go to my chat.
I'm sorry about this too. Did you see the picture?
What picture?
The one I sent you?
No. I'm just gonna display capture so I can just look at it. Wait a second, stream. I'm just gonna tweet it.
Praise Jesus.
Where is it?
Praise Jesus.
Okay, I'm just gonna check out the image and then we'll start doing this. Also, for everyone watching the stream, there might be some interruptions in it, but it won't be that long. At the maximum, like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And let me get the display image back. Display capture. Okay.
Is it alright?
Yeah, let me just mute the other side of the stream so it doesn't echo.
Alright, here we go.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm just gonna be drawing an MS Paint. I'm just gonna look at the chat.
For the
recommendation.
Real debate. Wait, hold on. Oh, crap.
What?
Remove. Okay. Ooh, close.
Okay, let's draw Joey's. Let me just get the size thing there. Okay, we got his eyes.
Alright, so
yo, wait, before the stream really, the debate really starts, I'm just gonna grab some water. My throat's a bit dry.
okay.
So in the meantime, you can just look at this MS Paint drawing. BRB.
Oh gosh. All right.
Okay, I got everything. Okay, let's go.
Okay. All right.
We start with communism, correct?
Okay.
So, you can state your opinions on communism. Just one
Here,
point.
should we do it like the old-fashioned Hangouts call? Like the screen part of it?
Nah, dude. I'm just gonna draw. Like, if someone comes in, it'll look a bit weird.
Okay.
Have a Hangouts call. But
All right. So, are we ready?
Yeah. Just get.
All right. So, would you like to go first?
No, you go first about your opinion.
About communism? Okay. I think the problem with communism is simple.
Yeah.
There is no innovation, there is no need to work longer. There's no need to. There's no personal gain, and nobody. It's not going to matter anyways because it's classless, stateless. Still,
So you
there's
think
no benefits of working harder.
Okay, I actually have a video about this. It's quite short. I'll link it to you after this. It's by Comrade Akeem.
Mm-hmm.
You might know who he is.
Yeah.
He has a lot. Yeah, I think he's pretty good. But yeah, I'll link it to you after this. Chat probably knows it, but like I said, communism does have innovation, even under revisionism with Soviet Stalin. I mean, Soviet Russia, and what's it called, Khrushchev. Khrushchev got the first person into space.
Hold on, I said that there is no new economic.
Economic
innovation. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether or not we put a man in space, right?
I thought you just meant,
The United States put the first man in the moon. So, I mean, does that show that we're the best country or that we have innovation? No.
It kind of does that we show innovation in space and everything and technology at least.
I mean, it shows that we can have a rocket that goes up into space. And
I think what's it called? I think it shows innovation if you're able to focus on science and everything, or able to,
science, I guess.
But anyway, let's go with economics. Just like to point out, the Soviet Union was an extremely powerful country. Although it was the biggest country, it still had an abundance of resources and everything, and was able to put them to the max.
Mostly. We're not talking about the Soviet Union. We're talking about communism in general.
Oh, I just used Soviet.
Because according to every one of your comrades, they've all told me that that's not real communism.
What?
Yeah, everyone has told me that that's not real communism. Anytime I critique any of the fake commie countries, they all say the opposite. So, I mean,
they guess to have different leftist views, but I've never really heard someone say it wasn't real communism. I just like to point out the Soviet Union, it's still communist until after Khrushchev and somewhat during Khrushchev. Khrushchev made it more of a market socialist country, which isn't necessarily full socialism, but most socialists agree that isn't that good. But yeah.
All right.
So before that, it was Marxist-Leninist, which is a type of communism, which is a branch off of Marxism, but it has a state and mixed with Leninism.
Okay.
Oh, forgot about the innovation part. Just starting to explain. But basically, innovation in economy. The Soviet Union was brought off the dark ages. I mean, Russia and the Russian occupied states in general are brought off the dark age when the Bolshevik Revolution happened. After the Civil War, massive economic progress started happening, especially in war-torn areas such as the Ukraine and everything started getting rebuilt. But of course, the kulaks and everything, they were trying to steal grain. But the Soviet Union economy is extremely good, even under revisionism.
Hold on. We're not talking about Russia or the Soviet Union. We're talking about communism, the ideology.
That's an umbrella term, but I'm just talking about different communist countries or leftist countries.
Those are that isn't real communism.
It is, yeah, real communism.
It is. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
All of those types are different types of communism.
They've all told me the same thing. Same with Dmitry and Cenable. They all say that's not real communism. So I was just wondering.
That's what I mostly hear from ANCAPs, but that's beside the point. But okay, but I was just saying, if you're Marxist-Leninist, then you probably consider Marxist-Leninism to be the true type of communism. Though most Marxist-Leninists agree abolishing the state after time is good. They all agree in one thing, abolishing the state after a while. And they have different ways to getting to that point, which is called full communism, which I think you mistake with what's called real communism. But the Soviet Union had massive economic strides even under Stalin. After he killed the kulaks, there were a big strain on the economy by stealing grain from the Ukraine and everything, and having a market and ruining infrastructure in western Ukraine and even somewhat in Kiev. and also it wasn't helping like the battle-torn places from the Russian Civil War and the Polish invasion of Ukraine,
Okay, so tell me
which caused a
what
famine.
happens. So what happens in my real communist country if I make a business?
Like anarcho-communist ones, since I'm an anarcho-communist. So like, are you specifying on that, or like which types?
No, just in your real communist definition. Like,
I don't really have one, since communism is just you can have any different opinion, but like I'll just state
okay, what
it's not
communist are
communist.
you?
Anarcho-communist, egoist.
Anarcho-communist. All right. So how would I? What would if I were to make a business in the anarcho-communist society? How? Tell me how it would work.
Okay, first of all, you'd make your business by let's say, what's it called? You and your friends, or even your family, what's it called? Make your shop. Your shop would give away food to the people, and you'd make food for the people, since you'd be innovated by helping society live, and like helping people live. Like,
You know what innovation is?
yeah,
What is it?
innovation means like improvement, or like, what's it called? And that's not the exact definition, but
Yes,
you know
like
what I mean, right?
yes, but I don't think you're understanding. In capitalism, right? Capitalism pushes out the old and brings in the new because as capitalists seek further inside the markets, they need to find new products and new markets. So they invest in new and improved items, which innovates the businesses. So
In
tell me,
theory,
how are businesses going to innovate in communist societies when anytime you earn any money, the government's going to take it away from you to
what? There's no money in anarcho-communism.
right.
It wouldn't be needed.
Okay, then
There'd
what's
only
the
be like
point of having a business?
ration. What?
What's the point of having a business if you can't earn any money?
You'd help the people. You can help people. You can be local. You'd have to help your community. I mean,
And what personal gain do you get from it?
you
We're not
get
trying
from
to run charities. We're not trying to run, I don't know, the soup kitchen. We're trying to make profit and make money so that our lives can get better and we make other people's lives better by offering them jobs.
but why not just collectivize and help more people's lives get better?
Because that's the whole reason of having a business is to earn money. It's not about helping everyone else. I'm sorry, but that's just reality. It's never going to be that way.
Are you?
And if it was that way, and if
It,
every single person was, they wanted to help each other, right? Then there
I mean,
would be nobody to help if everyone was equal. And then what point
you
of
still
business do you
help
have?
everyone, since you would want to innovate, since you want to, what's it called, improve society. Like, look at anarchist Catalonia. I know someone's going to disagree. It's anarchist, but anarchist Aragon and the Basque region and Valencia were all anarcho-communist, and they're able to do fine for 4 years about during the Civil War as
4 years.
well. They're being
Ooh,
attacked.
4 years. That's about the same as a presidential election, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
pretty
if you,
pathetic.
I get how. I mean,
4 years. 4 years. You can last that long.
yeah, if you're in a civil
Wow,
war, I mean,
that's very
if you,
impressive.
I'm just saying, if you're in a civil war and the people in the South refuse to help you, you're what's it called? Also trying to
Do you
help
know
the economy.
here? Do you know why people make businesses?
Yes, to get money in capitalism. That's a capitalist
To
nature
get
in a
money,
capitalist
to help themselves
society.
and help others at the same
But that's
time.
only in a capitalist society. That's not
Called
workers'
personal
culture.
gain.
Workers' culture was
Personal
in
gain.
Catalonia. I can send you a documentary about it. That's pretty cool. And even the guy that Eric Blair, you know, no, what's the guy's? George Orwell wrote about it. Also, Christianity lasted for 45 years, and it's anarcho-communist. It's a city, anarcho-communist.
Here, I have a
Right.
question. Naming a communist business or a business in anarcho-communism.
Like, name one, like, name a company? I don't know what you mean, like,
Yeah, yeah. Just name a business or a company or whatever.
Pablo's Bread.
Bread. Wow, beautiful, fantastic.
What, just naming a shop means it's bad? I mean, I just named the random name of the shop, man.
do you understand why businesses are there in the first place? People don't go just to help people. I don't.
I'm just trying to.
I know it sounds wrong. Like, I'm not going there to
Yeah,
help someone. It's called personal gain. There's a reason why people work harder, and that is to earn more, not to
which is the
help
illusion
anyone else.
by capitalist culture. I mean, in workers' culture, you'd work to help the people. Workers' culture would be
Well, what
established
if you
after the
don't want to
revolution.
help people? What if you want to just have personal gain and have the nice things in life?
You do get nice things in life, but you share them with everyone else, since it would be unfair if you only had the one.
Then what's the point of getting nice things?
So you, for yourself
Isn't
or like
private
for everyone.
property abolished? Isn't
Yeah, private
private
property is
property abolished?
abolished. I'm talking about you do know there's fiction.
Completely abolished.
No,
So
there's
anything you make yourself is now that other guy's, right? So if I get a nice Ferrari, some homeless guy can come up to me and he say, "Oh, sharing is caring, so you need to share
I
that
don't
with me."
think you would get a
How it's gonna
Ferrari in
work?
anarcho-communism. That's a
Example.
waste. That's a waste of metal and
Uh,
and everything.
it's an example.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, you do know the distinction between workers' culture and capitalist culture. They're different societies completely. I think you need to study a bit up on workers' culture, since it's quite fascinating how people.
Well, tell me about workers' culture.
Okay, let me explain. So basically, I'm just going to use Catalonia and the Zapatistas in Mexico as an example. Let's start off with Catalonia, since it was first. Basically, during the Spanish Civil War in the 1930s, what's it called? Anarchists all rose up with the Marxist-Leninists. The Marxist-Leninists south, and the anarcho-communists, anarcho-syndicalists. You know what syndicalism is, right? Like trade
Yeah.
unions own, but it was anarcho-syndicalism. Basically, no state, but like trade unions. Like, uh, basically, everyone's in. It's hard to explain right now, but anyway. So basically, they established a society. After the revolution, they killed the bourgeoisie. They were able to liberate the workplaces, as in like let women work, and like they're owned by the people. And like people were what's it called, democratically elected to be like councils in like local regions, everything, local democracy. That's what I'm trying to explain. But there's no rulers or anything, since everyone had a voice, you know. But then, what's it called? After workers' culture and everything was established, it became extremely productive. Like illiteracy went down to zero, and what's it called? Literacy went up, of course. Economy was much better. Roads were built. BRB. I need to open the door for someone. Sorry. Keep the
Okay.
chat entertained.
All right. Keep the chat entertained. All right. So, tell me, guys, how do you feel about what happened in Las Vegas the other day? Uh-oh. Oh, we're still good. I mean, I could answer some questions. So, anyone have any questions? No? Trying to keep somebody entertained. Oh, okay. Do you want to build a wall? Yes, I do. That is Mr. Sheep, why are you Christian? I could make a video on that later. That's actually something that I would like to talk about. But I'm a Christian for a very few simple reasons. It's more of I don't know. There's important lessons in the Bible that I think you know you should learn, and I think that it's a very helpful religion. Where I mean, if you're stuck somewhere, you can definitely get out. Streets of Libertarian. What grade are you in sheep? That is a secret. I'm kidding. Mr. Sheep, why a wall? Why not a wall? I mean, China has one. Why can't we? What's your opinion on Israel? I don't really care about Israel. I'd rather let them do their own thing. I don't. It doesn't really matter. Why do you not support the Confederacy? Well, the reason why I don't support the Confederacy is simple. They were traitors to the American people. They were traitors to the founding fathers. They betrayed this country. They tried destroying it. I don't like them. I'm not gonna stand with them. All right. Any more questions? I mean, they are traitors, Noah. They are.
Back. Sorry.
All
Only
right.
5 minutes, right?
Yeah, we were just
Answering questions.
a little entertaining. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Might be gone again just for
So,
2 minutes,
speaking
but
of workers and the worker
I
culture,
was just gonna. I just want
would
to.
you believe that that we are what's the word exploiting workers?
I was just. Can I go to that once I finish? What's it called?
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Worker
I'm gonna
culture.
change devices real quick. Hold on.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's much better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's much better.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, really good. Basically, workers' culture in a nutshell is basically when the revolution happened.
Can you hear me? Wait,
Yeah,
sorry.
really good. Basically, when the revolution happens, workers' culture is automatically established when the means of production are seized by the people, and the what's it called? The bourgeoisie are killed or expelled or whatever.
They're killed. Wow, that's nice.
Or voluntarily and their wealth redistributed. If the bourgeoisie still existed, they would hide.
Why do we need people unexperienced,
Yo, wait.
unknowledgeable, and I can't speak today, and idiotic people to run how factories work?
Are you a monarchist?
No, I'm saying like why is it up to the people to decide, even though the capitalist
to
was
make
the one who put all his risk and money into the business?
Isn't that much of a risk if you get inheritance, which is what most capitalists get, since from their
You
family.
get inheritance. I can't speak. You put all that money into a business, and it turns out not to work. Didn't you just risk all that money?
What do you mean not work? I mean, you'd still exploit workers if it didn't work. So, by
there's the exploitation of workers. It does not happen in capitalism. And I can explain to you why, if you would like me to.
I guess, sure.
Yes? Okay. If you read anything about economics, and I hope you have.
I have read the Communist
Manifesto. Okay, good. The Communist Manifesto is not about just plain economics. It's about a biased narrative towards communism. But here's the problem with workers being exploited. If a worker is being exploited for their skills and talents and what they're doing, another business could come over and offer the same job but a higher price. Obviously, if the worker's smart, he's going to take the other offer, which in turn negatively affects the competition and positively affects the business giving the second offer, right? So if there is exploitation, another company or business comes and offers a new paycheck, which in turn makes balance in the economy.
Can you be a bit more quiet since yeah, just a bit since it's getting a bit loud.
Oh, okay. All right.
And no, I'm not religious, Simoko. I'm atheist.
Ooh, atheism. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So, anything to comment on the exploitation of workers myth?
It isn't really a myth. Do you think workers were exploited in feudalism and serfdom?
I mean, well, I would
Or in
say
Russia?
so, but without a balanced economy and a
Wait, so you believe in centrist economics or horseshoe theory?
I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure. I would have to do more research on that. So I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, in capitalism, if you have a balanced economy, if you do it right, the economy will balance itself due to prices, market, and so, and if any exploitation happens to a worker, I've already explained this to you. So, why would you say that there's still exploitation?
I was gonna explain, but sweatshops exist, and there was
Sweatshops exist.
Yeah, those exploit workers. That's completely contradicting your statement. Do you not believe in them? Or do you believe they don't exist, or they made
Well, China isn't fully capitalist. It's not fully communist either.
Well,
you can't say it's capitalist, but you can't say it's communist.
I was about to explain. Basically, on the coast, it's extremely capitalist, but like farther in, it's somewhat less capitalist, but still capitalist. I mean, corporations control a lot of things. There's still some.
Well, that's because it's not in a balanced market and economy. The government is basically controlling how their businesses are being run. The government is stepping in and stopping businesses, and now it's basically corporations running the country, where there is no balance. I could do what you guys like to do, and I could say, "Oh, well, that's not real capitalism," but that would be stupid. What?
But isn't that what ANCAPs do?
Say that's not real capital. Well, I'm not an ANCAP.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, good. I just wanted to point out, since you're like capitalist, anarcho-capitalist.
I'm not anarcho-capitalist.
I know, like, your anarcho-capitalist friends say that, though, but like, I was gonna say.
Oh, you can talk to them about that.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, I mean, China is mostly capitalist. I mean, on the coast where people live, corporations control most things, and
exactly. So I wouldn't say that it's capitalist. It's more corporate.
Say the majority of the population.
Corporations are running the country, and when that happens, without government regulation, and you
believe in
I think. Well, you have to have a balance. You have to start somewhere. You can't let corporations run the country because it's not good. If you let corporations run the country, there is no balance. Why? Because they could both of those corporations could be exploiting their workers, and it wouldn't matter if one of them left because, well, they're a corporation. They're humongous. They're run by monopolies.
Let me confirm. There's no monopoly over China. Just control a lot of things like they do in America. Like Amazon controls a ton of things, especially when the online market and everything.
Well, China has problems. I'm going to say that clearly, and that's mostly because the government is. I would say that the Chinese are sneaky. They're lying. They're dishonest in the market. If you watch Trump's speeches, you've probably seen the China memes. He has
China bashing.
They're cheating in trade.
Does Trump have any sources for his speeches? I mean, their speeches and all. Like, I don't expect him to have sources for it, but doesn't really cite that much.
Okay,
I mean, he made up,
so do you expect Trump to be up there on the debate? Yeah, according to the Washington Post, how do you think the American people are going to feel about that? I don't think it's going to be good.
I think he could even quote Fox, and I'd be somewhat satisfied with that since he'd have like a citation.
I mean, still though, you don't do that while you're up at a debate.
I mean, you talked about speeches. I'm just saying, like, he made up like a terrorist attack in Sweden, but
oh, boo-hoo.
Trump
not perfect.
BRB.
I don't think that he is. Oh, okay. And we're gone. All right. Well, would anyone want any questions to be answered? I will start answering them soon. All right. Any questions? No? Yes, Simiko, you can have a shout out.
I'm back at it again with the white Vans XD. And my dad's back.
All right. Since we've covered communism, do you want to go on capitalism now, or should we go on to the next topic?
Wait, I was just gonna. Here's a good question from the chat I just found. Okay, it's by Riot Drop. What regulations do you think should be put on corporations, Sheep?
What regulations? Well, I think to the point where they're shutting down other businesses by doing illegal and unlawful, it's hard to explain at a certain point, but regulations such as, if they're taking down other businesses, if they're doing all this and they're running the country and they're in control of everything, right? You need to set regulations where they can't access. You understand what I'm talking about, right? It's hard for me to explain. It's difficult.
It's like,
I know I sound like an idiot, and I really do, but it's hard to explain.
Okay, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, you see. I know. It's hard to explain.
Okay. Let's move on to capitalism then.
All right. So, give your critiques about it.
Okay, I'm just saying capitalism is trash. Private industry, private everything is just really bad, especially since it's exploiting workers. Since the workers,
I've already talked about exploitation. Why don't you tell me why?
Exploitation happens no matter what in capitalism.
Really? So if I'm paying a McDonald's worker $100 an hour, am I exploiting him?
You don't do that.
Well, you just told me that no matter what, there's exploitation in capitalism.
Yeah, but that isn't capitalism. I'm talking about capitalism actually not using hypothetical.
Okay. All right. Well, give critiques about it. Real ones.
Say, real ones, quote unquote, only uses hypothetical terms. It's pretty cool. I was gonna say, capitalism, even in the first world, it still exploits workers. I mean, look at Amazon factory wage. I actually had this in the source in one of my videos. They get paid $9.25 for like I forgot the work hour, but it's pretty high compared to like it's called like jobs in Europe. And even then, what's it called? There's always gonna be exploitation in capitalism, since first of all, the capitalists own the workplace, even though they don't work in it, and they exploit the workers for their what's it called? This thing name for their labor. I'm retarded.
Oh, so are you talking about surplus value?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Really.
Well, as I stated before, you cannot have exploitation in capitalism, because what could happen is, let's say you're being exploited, right? Let's say you're a doctor and for some reason you're earning less than, I don't know, some guy that works at Walmart, right? Another company can offer you a different or a same job, right? For a higher paycheck, for a more amount of money. And if you're smart enough, you're obviously going to choose the better choice.
You still do realize that massive corporations and everything have the main job market. And that's how it always has been in capitalism, ever since it was really established modern day, with the enclosure movement in the Dutch East Indies and, of course, the British East Indies. And what's it called? These first examples of capitalism are extremely bad. I mean,
okay, well, tell me.
The free market company.
Name a corporation right now that is here. Name a corporation.
Okay, Dutch East India Company.
Okay, how many businesses do they own, like Microsoft and stuff as such, right?
I don't know.
The
business doesn't exist.
You don't know. So you don't know.
How am I supposed to know how every single one of their outposts?
No, just name me like a corporation that's running all these different.
A modern one, like Amazon.
I mean, anyway, well, yeah, modern one, obviously.
Okay, Apple, Samsung, Amazon.
Apple, Samsung,
Target. And I could list many more, but I just don't want to
Those are all different. So if you're not earning enough money in one of those, another one can come and offer you.
Wow, but they're both massive companies. You know what massive companies do?
And they're both They're both competing with each other.
Not necessarily. Amazon trumps them.
Not necessarily. Yeah. Competition is everywhere. It's everywhere.
It is everywhere, but it's low. You're
not happy with the job you're having. Go find a job that has to do with competition. That way, if you're feeling like you're being exploited, well, I'm sorry, but another business can offer you different money.
You do realize that massive corporations don't pay minimum wage?
They don't?
No, Target is
They don't pay minimum wage.
Yeah, and minimum wage in general, you still can't live off of. It's been proven.
Well, not when you have 10 kids or you're not working enough.
What? Not working enough? If you work hard enough, you'll just get the same amount, but you just feel more tired and you get.
You work hard enough, you get promotions, or if you're being exploited.
Any citations?
Do I have to keep repeating this? You get exploited again. Another business comes and offers you more money. Would you? Are you deaf?
I'm literally.
Would you like me to spell it out or say it slower?
Do you want to give some citations, man? Be cool. Like citations for if you work hard enough, you'll get a promotion one day. You should stop watching.
Okay, I haven't heard a citation from you yet.
I did. I mentioned a study. And of course, actual facts that.
Actual facts.
Yes,
this is how the economy works. Do you want me to pull out my book and give it what?
So the economy works where the workers should be exploited, and the rich.
No, if the workers get exploited, I'm not going to explain it to you again. I don't like explaining things over and over again. It's getting annoying. I mean, would you like me to get my books? Tell you, oh, it's in this book, page, whatever.
Oh man, books. Man, I got one right here.
Yeah, that's where I get my information from.
Instead of modern articles. That makes more sense.
Well, the internet is full of lies.
Well, true. That's a good point. But I'm just saying that, like, you should use a bit more modern sources. But
I mean, I do use sources, but sometimes I don't trust them.
Same here. But, like, you should at least try to use them.
I think books are a lot better than an internet source that's...
In a way. But, I mean, books can be outdated, and, like, articles can be as well. But, like, just...
outdated. I mean...
I prefer articles.
I don't know. No, articles... Gotta worry about that fake news, bro.
I mean, yeah, of course.
By the way, CNN is real news.
Probably shouldn't source CNN or, like, you probably shouldn't, like, source too many corporate media outlets, but it's kind of hard not to. But I was gonna say, oh, Simoko's back, nice. I was gonna say, capitalism still exploits people, no matter how much you're paying them, since you still gain wealth from, their labor. And if you don't, then it's not working. It isn't working.
Well, yeah, you gain wealth from their labor because you paid for every single thing that they're using to acquire that commodity. For example, if there was a lumberjack, right?
Can you keep interrupting me? I love it.
Good. I'll keep doing it. Let's see, he has an axe, right? The company paid for it. He has a truck. The company paid for it. Or a chainsaw. The company paid for it, right? The company paid for everything he has except for his clothes,
Using the same.
So here's what happens. The business says, you'll do this for me and I'll pay you a certain amount. If you agree, well, I'm sorry. But if you were that dumb enough to agree to a job that you don't like, and then you start complaining about it because you're being exploited, even though you agreed to it,
you're just saying it's all
that's nobody's fault but your own.
It is not your fault.
Yes, it is.
Getting exploited is your
Getting
fault.
exploited is, well, what I'm trying to say is if you don't like the job, don't do it. And if you are being exploited, this is the last time I'll say it.
I was gonna say,
yeah,
I already explained this multiple times. Big corporations.
And I've explained that multiple times. Competition
you just say
is
it doesn't
everywhere.
exist because
I said competition is everywhere, and you agreed with me. Yes, there is competition between
small
corporations.
Capitalism can't produce competition that well.
Really?
It can only really produce competition between like two major companies, and that isn't real competition.
Really?
Massive.
Really? Here,
competing
I'm going to send you a few links. You're going to pick up some books on economics, okay?
The books on economics made by Hitler. Yes. I'd rather read that. Right, real quick.
Okay. I think you need to read a little bit more. How many communist books have you read?
This is pretty cool. I'm just gonna...
Oh, the ad homs. Just
pretty cool.
This is a stupid argument. How many books have you read?
Statement.
No, like what I'm trying to say is I think you need to read more. That's not an ad hominem. It's me trying to say I'm actually serious. You need to read more.
What books have you read?
Karl Marx, books on economics. Communist Manifesto, books on philosophy. Other books on communism, the ones I have at my library, the stock market, how the market works.
Man, library sources. Those aren't biased at all, since we live in America. Damn.
Okay.
I
mean, you haven't even read those books that I've read, so I mean, you're just blatantly calling them biased because they don't agree with you.
How?
No, have you read any communist books?
Yes, I've read the Communist Manifesto. I've read Go in Its Own. I've read Das Kapital.
And what about books on economics?
Das Kapital's Economics. Do you not know that?
No, regular economics. How the economy works.
biased. You do regular economics is just centrist economics, which really don't exist that much.
Well, have you read any economic books? Any?
Just told you.
So you don't even understand the other side. You just know your side, just yours.
You let me finish. I'd say I'd read Rothbard, and I did. I've read Rothbard before. It was not that nice, but it wasn't that bad.
And I haven't read that one, but do you know the date of that book? When it was published? Yeah, like when it was published.
I'm not sure. I know Rothbard was around like in the 60s or 70s-ish.
So, weren't you talking about how some books can be outdated?
Yeah.
Isn't that a little hypocritical?
I'm just saying this is what mostly capitalists
I don't know, bro. That's a little bit outdated, you know?
Okay, you claim it's outdated, but yeah, capitalists use it as a source.
My claim is correct. Yeah. You just told me it was about 60 years ago. Or in the 60s, sorry.
Let me just check. BRB.
Okay.
I'm just gonna check. Google it real quick.
All right. Some questions. What do you think about gun control? I think it's bullcrap. It's
power.
Mrsheep, what is surplus value? It's I've been reading it in some marks too. It's about basically it's the value, like the amount of labor put into it dictates how much value the commodity has. Am I correct? In some sort.
Are you asking like the chat since I just?
No, yeah, they asked me a question.
Oh, okay. I'm actually reading Power in the Market right now. It's pretty
nice.
Not that good. It was made in 1970, so it isn't that outdated. You read Karl Marx, so he was published in 1860, so that's outdated. Your argument's invalid, strawman.
Okay, well, so is your argument. It's outdated. Sorry. I guess your communist argument is also outdated.
But do you not know memes, man? Do you not know jokes?
Well, I know a joke. I'm talking to him right now.
Oh my god, I just got nay-nay. But I was just gonna say. God, that wasn't nice. Capitalism still exploits the workers since they profit from them working and they don't work. They just gain their surplus value. They extract it. BRB again. Sorry. Just need to Google something. Wait, actually, no. I'm good. I just need to plug in my phone.
Wait, has it already been like an hour? Jesus.
Okay, let's move on.
That's bad. All right, move on. Okay, so what was the next topic? It was
Confederate statues?
Yeah, Confederate statues. Okay.
This is pretty easy.
All right.
I don't think they should exist. Wait, BRB. Sorry, just need to plug in my phone. It's kind of taking a bit.
All right. Any questions in the comments section?
Got it. Sorry.
Okay. Never mind.
We'll answer some questions near the end.
Yeah.
But okay. I think no statues of American figures should be up, since American figures advocated for genocide. This killed a lot of people.
Okay. Why is that bad? I know I'm sounding wrong right now, but why is genocide bad?
Genocide bad, wiping out races.
No. It's completely subjective. So tell me, why is genocide bad?
Google Steiner. Just kidding.
No, just tell me, why is genocide bad?
Okay. Genocide's bad because wiping out a race of people that you don't like or you think is different is retarded.
So you said that's retarded, right? Isn't that your opinion?
That does make sense.
There's nothing that nothing objective that says that it's bad. So it's completely your opinion.
Being objective.
It is your
So
opinion.
you think genocide is completely fine?
No,
Wiping
I
out-
never said that. I don't like genocide. Genocide's terrible. But what I'm saying
But
is,
you said,
that's
why is it
my
bad?
opinion. That's your opinion.
But it's known for being bad. Even capitalists know that it's bad, but it's deny their own.
I know it's bad, but that's my opinion.
Okay, so you believe wiping out a race is not evil?
Oh, you're reading the yeah, okay.
I'm not reading the Communist Manifesto.
I'm telling you. Yes, I believe that it's evil. I believe that it's bad. But that's my opinion. That's your opinion.
Okay, so your entire argument is just saying it's my opinion, so it doesn't matter, and your opinion doesn't matter. XD.
No, but what I'm saying is, just because something is an opinion of yours, oh, it represents genocide. Well, genocide is completely based on subjective thoughts, morals. Yes, you can determine whether or not something is bad or good by morals, feelings, emotions, so on, and those are subjective. So you saying that genocide is bad is completely your opinion. Yes, I agree with your opinion. I agree with your opinion, but it's just your opinion. So you can't base off someone taking something down just based on your opinion.
That workers don't get exploited.
No, we're talking about Confederate statues. I don't want to talk about that stupid communism crap because you are so irrational when it comes to that.
Well, you sir are obtuse. Okay.
My entire argument is subjective. Here, do you want me to use some objective facts?
Sure, but I'm just gonna continue my.
4 monuments were taken down recently in Charlottesville. You know, all those places, right? Do you know how much money it took?
What?
To take down 4 monuments? $2.1 million. $2.1 million.
Man,
that's a lot.
I guess in
now, so I'm going to give another opinion here. Okay. Do you think taxpayers want to be spending their money on taking down a few statues that are offensive, or do you think that they are wanting to spend it on healthcare, the military, something that could help the environment or the community around them?
It doesn't help the community. It just scares the community.
What?
Getting the military. But I was gonna say
they were examples.
It's okay, but if this was an anarcho-communist society, I don't think it costs money, since money doesn't exist in anarcho-communism. Because
we're not talking about communism. This is about what it's now.
Okay, now
it's an issue in America, capitalist America.
Right now, just blow them up.
Blow them up with TMT.
Yeah, get people away from them. Just blow them up. What? This is stupid. Why are we arguing about how much money it would cost to destroy statues?
Because it's a waste of money. Are you seriously going to take down a statue for millions of dollars, and then say, oh, you know, yeah, I might have just based that entirely on my feelings, emotions, and opinion, but that's okay.
Man, I guess those Soviets wasted a lot of money destroying that Reichstag monument with the swastika. Sure did.
I don't know. If you're basing all that money on your opinion, then I don't think it's right.
You're just basing it on your opinion as well.
Yeah, I use facts, though. The fact is that it cost $2.1 million. That's a lot of money.
Oh, gosh, that's a lot of
money. So
we
can ask taxpayers. I would ask a taxpayer, do you want to take down a statue, or do you want to be spending your money on something useful? Yes, the Confederacy, they were traitors, right? They were traitors, but I don't find it useful to take down some stupid statue.
You don't find it useful? What? Why not? They just offend people, and they're just monuments.
They offend people. Okay, so I guess anything that offends anybody should be taken down. You know what? Let's take down statues of George Washington.
I was gonna say,
and
I
Thomas
agree.
Jefferson and Sam Houston, because they all had slaves. And
I agree.
Sam Houston was part of the Confederacy. He's a racist, right?
I
How about we
completely
deface Lincoln on Mount Rushmore because he dared to send black people to Libya? Huh? How about we take down Martin Luther King Jr. because I don't know.
what?
He cheated on his wife.
Oh wow,
That represents sexism. So let's take that down because that offends other
I was
people.
literally good.
Right? Let's take down everything. Actually,
Jesus Christ! I was just gonna finish my sentence, but
let's paint the White House the gay flag color because white represents white privilege.
color.
You see, all these things are stupid.
But you just made these up.
Well, some of them have already been considered by the alt left and
alt left, man.
Yeah, there is the alt left.
The alt left.
Antifa is alt left.
Alt left? I just mean left, but okay. Let me just fix up the stream real quick.
Do you believe that there's an alt right?
Yeah, but just call it
okay, then there's an alt left.
What? That doesn't make sense. Like, there's no such thing as alternative left. Alternative left. I guess liberals are the alt left since like they're alternative to actual leftism. So.
Are you done with the statues? Or
yeah, I'm done with the statues.
Okay. The next one, kneeling for the anthem, right?
I guess. This is stupid. I don't think I should agree over it. I mean, like, about, like, people kneeling. I don't sit up for the Pledge of Allegiance, and people don't care.
You sit down for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yeah.
Wow, you're a gangster. Thug life.
I just want to finish up my planner, man.
You have to finish up your planner every single day?
Yeah, in homeroom. Do you not have planners?
No, I have planners, but I do it at home.
Okay. I just usually forget by then, but that's not the point. I just sit down during it since I won't. Whatever. The kneeling stuff, I don't really care, I guess.
Then why did you agree to it?
Agreeing to it, like, I guess defying America. Wow. Epic. Defying America is like, properly attacking the Nazis.
And we're already at 56 minutes. Jesus.
Okay, this isn't that long. It's about like.
Yeah, but I got stuff to do.
Oh, same here.
All right, we gotta make it quick.
Let's just get up over statues. I mean, the kneeling. Kneeling's just boring.
Oh yeah, it is.
What's the last thing?
I think it was like the Middle East, but I don't really care about the Middle East.
Why not?
Don't need to. It's a hellhole anyways.
Like our country.
America isn't a hellhole. I mean, every time you elect a Democrat, it is. But, yeah,
What?
You heard me.
Bringing in healthcare is awful and disgusting.
Why is this country a hellhole? Or why is it terrible?
Capitalist countries are pretty bad. I mean,
Really?
look at
So, name me a communist country that's doing pretty good right now.
Cuba. Cuba's doing pretty good right now. Cuba's
Really?
the only last ones though. Like Vietnam isn't communist anymore. It's like barely market socialist. Like not really. But Vietnam's still actually surprisingly energy.
Cuba's doing good right now.
Yeah, it's the best.
Well, I know. Gotta retain myself. I can't say that. Okay.
Not allowed to say it on stream.
Yeah, I gotta. No. You guys are just gonna whine about the ad hominems. So I'm just not gonna say it.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I don't want to hurt your precious little feelings.
So every 4 years, when the country has election and someone else that you don't like is elected, you don't. It
depends on which Democrat. Obama, absolute moron. He was terrible.
Like, you support like the Dixiecrats? Dixiecrats?
Dixiecrats?
Dixiecrats. Do you not know those are Southern Democrats?
The Dixiecrats. I've never heard that.
Conservatives don't like them. I mean, don't like hearing about them. So there's basically, when like the conservatives and liberals switched?
They didn't switch.
They did.
I mean,
here, be the liberal.
So are you saying that Republicans are the real racists?
No, they're more racist than liberals. I mean, both sides are racist.
How so?
I mean, Trump. the face of conservatives literally made remarks about Mexican people. Some like they're rapists. They're bringing
Mexican
they're bringing
people?
crimes.
No, illegal immigrants.
No, he
I
literally
hear this
said
from every single person I debate. Oh, he's a racist because he called Mexicans rapists and all that. No.
Also,
He's
he made
talking
like
about
really
illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants.
illegal immigrants are so bad, bringing jobs.
Yeah, they are.
Lazy people.
Is Mexico run by the drug cartel or the government? The drug cartel. Exactly.
So like
we want people
Mexico
that we can trust in here, not people that we don't know.
So basically,
that's the same reason why you lock your doors at night. Do you keep your doors unlocked when you go to sleep?
Yeah.
You do. Why is that?
I am very afraid of Mexicans. I am crying, man.
So why do you keep your doors locked at night?
Thieves.
What?
Thieves. Do you not know?
Thieves. Thieves. So people you don't know coming into your house without permission.
Not necessarily everyone I don't know, but like thieves.
I mean, yeah, people you don't know. They're, you don't see them.
I mean, I see
them. You don't know who they are.
Be a thief.
So let's say, a family member knocks on the door. Would you open the door for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know them. Or if some,
Okay,
so those people that come with the Bible and they come knocking on your door, the annoying ones.
Yeah, the Jehovah's Witnesses. Or like
I mean, I would let them in if they wanted to talk, and because I don't want thieves and coming into my house. I'm not saying that Mexicans are thieves, but seriously, illegal immigration is a serious problem.
So you wouldn't let some guy from Ohio enter Illinois because you don't know him, and you wouldn't let anyone come near you since you don't know them.
Well, that's not how it works in the country. Not how it works. One country
situation. And you do know drug cartels are supported by us, and they're ran by the CIA. I mean, if they actually were,
the drug cartels are ran by the CIA.
Yeah,
the Central Intelligence Agency.
Spooks.
I like your conspiracy theories.
But InfoWars as the source, you say it's okay sometimes. I have like a screenshot right here.
I mean, it is okay sometimes. Sometimes it has a point. But how about you show the people the screenshot of me saying that it's full of crap sometimes? Or what did I say?
I could show the Hangouts conversation with your permission.
I mean, all you do, yeah. InfoWars can be effing crazy, but sometimes they are right. Does that prove your point? Yes, sometimes they are right. CNN, sometimes it's right, but most of the time it sucks.
Okay,
that's the same thing for the Young Turks. I think InfoWars is kind of crap, but sometimes it has a point. So, what is your point you're trying to get across?
I was trying to also give an example of us supporting drug dealers in Nicaragua during the Civil War. We supported the anti-communists. I forgot what they're called. They're like Sardinistas? Yeah, I could Google it, but nah. We're not in the middle of the debate. But basically we supported these anti-communist, like conservatives, fascists, and everything, and mercenaries. And these guys were selling cocaine to everyone around them to get more weapons.
Okay.
And
see, I guess we should stop helping Canada, because in Canada they have drug dealers there too. So obviously,
but we supported a
Canada
organization. Canada is an organization. It's just a country.
I know, but what we could do? We could stop helping Canada because their healthcare is bad. So why help them? Well, they don't.
Even conservatives know. I mean, conservatives admit this. Compared to us, it's really. And they're even social liberals.
With personal experience, I can tell you that it's not good. My grandfather is a legal, hear that? Legal immigrant who had to wait at least 9 years to get in here.
I mean, we're all from a legal.
I mean, it's terrible how he had to wait so long and people can just cross without,
He should have ran over the border.
No, because it's not the right thing to do. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but you respect the country's values. You respect their laws. And if they don't want you in, you don't come.
they
I'm
don't love you,
sorry,
then
but
don't
that's
come.
not respectable.
That's not what is respectful? Like shooting the immigrants as they come across? Is that
Yeah.
respectable?
Yeah. It's called
Shooting.
private property. They come on our soil without our
So
permission. We tell them to stop, and they don't stop, so we shoot
why
them.
is that the right thing to do? You didn't
Because
explain.
they're not supposed to be in the first place. I can dictate what who I want in my country because I'm the owner of it. I mean,
You're
that's
not
the
the owner.
example.
I mean, okay.
If I'm the owner of my
You still
room and I don't want my
people
brother
trying to
coming
come
in
here.
here, I'm going to tell him to
They
get out.
clearly think
And if he doesn't, I'll
they clearly
probably pick him
they
up.
clearly think your country's better than theirs,
What?
and you have.
I'm not
Let's just say
saying
somebody
that
can get
my
it.
country's better than theirs. I'm saying it's my country. So if you're not
No,
going to
they-
respect how I want you to get into this country, then I'm not going to let you in. And if you do come in, I'll shoot you. And they know perfectly well what's going to happen if they cross that border. And they're taking the risk of crossing it.
So you advocate
And they
for
know
genocide.
that they can be shot, yet they do anyways. So it's nobody's fault but their own.
Okay, so you advocate for genocide against immigrants.
Not talking about, no. I'm not advocating for genocide against immigrants. You are one of the most irrational people I know because you like to spin people's words. No, what I'm trying to say is if they better come here the legal way. Legal. Not the illegal, legal, okay? They come here the legal way, and I'm fine with it. Because America was built on immigrants.
It was built on illegal immigrants. I mean,
okay.
Natives.
Well, they didn't have established countries.
They did it.
No, they didn't.
Chesapeake.
They had tribes that were committing genocide among each other.
What? They didn't kill millions. They only had sporadic tribes.
Well, they killed each other. They would rape each other. They would do anything to obtain land.
Let's say the Native Americans came over to Europe. They would have every right to kill all of them then.
Okay, but they had bows and arrows and we had guns and
guns don't.
I'm sorry, but we had guns and bullets.
What?
It's called
those were better than our people.
What's the word? I don't know. I mean, when you're more advanced in another society and you take them over, go ahead. It's called imperialism as well.
You're implying Americans don't rape people. The chat is just like destroying you. I'm gonna shoot the Jews. I mean, illegal.
The chat is destroying me. Wow, that's perfect.
They don't source.
Okay. So, are we gonna finish this debate, or are we just gonna waste time? Because this is already gone.
Let's finish this. This is like the best debate I've had in a while. This is just hilarious.
What? Okay.
Calling for genocide. You think?
You see, I see in the comment section. Oh, he supports imperialism. Never said that. Never said that. No, I said that it's called imperialism. I'm sorry, but that's just how it works.
Imperialism is people coming into my country without paying the bill.
No, it's not.
What is illegal immigration? Coming in there not doing the paperwork?
Do I really have to answer that question?
Yeah, since you don't have
This is useless. Illegal immigration is when you enter another person's country or private property without their permission. And, I mean, do I really have to explain this? This is idiotic. Seriously.
Since you advocate for this killing all illegal immigrants, or just killing them. You said if they come over the border, we're gonna shoot them. That's retarded.
Yeah, that
isn't morally okay.
Why not? It's my private property. You better respect my rules. Respect my values. You better not come in here unless I let you in. And if you do come and you retaliate, then I'll shoot you. I'm sorry.
Are you egoist now? Just shoot anyone to come to your back. Let's say some homeless guy.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you don't
You're
Oh
like
my
an
God.
ANCAP, man. You advocate for everyone dying if they dare come on your private property.
I don't advocate for people dead, but what I'm trying to say is there are boundaries. If you don't respect another person's values or beliefs, and you're coming into their private property, their owned land, without paying the price or doing the respectful thing, and you retaliate against you coming in their own country, then yes, I think you have the right to shoot them.
So you have the right to shoot anyone who comes on your private property.
The left is unbelievably stupid. You know, I've debated so many commies.
Stupid.
And yes,
Calls
I would say you're part
guiding
of the left. And the left is just so unbelievably stupid. I cannot believe this.
You're just using an ad hom.
No, you are. I can't even.
My nation is my property because I hate Jews. Fun fact.
It's just so unbelievably stupid. I don't even.
It's so unbelievably stupid to advocate for gender.
You're unbelievably stupid.
Oh my God.
I mean, but you'll never listen to a single thing I have to say.
I am listening, and it's just.
I mean,
retarded.
No matter how many times I'm going to sit here and argue with you, no matter, we could sit here for an entire year doing this over and over again, an entire day. It doesn't matter. You're never going to change. Never. I mean, you could say the same thing for me. But seriously, this is never going to change.
Yes.
Never. Nothing is getting any better. Nothing is getting any. It's just getting worse and worse and worse.
And I'm just gonna end this.
I realize that. Well, I mean, it happens with Ceanable. It happens with you. It happens with a lot of people.
Capel made it this far. Type bean sauce. I bet you didn't watch it. I bet you $10 Stop with the hecking language. It isn't good.
Then why the F is he wasting all our time? I'm sorry.
Let me just.
Why'd you come here in the first place? I'm not wasting your time. Get off. What's stopping you from turning it off? Seriously.
Advocates for Holocaust. Doesn't think it's morally wrong.
You know, the one thing that Hitler did that was right was killing all the commies. But obviously, he wasn't as successful as I thought he'd be.
I'm ending it. I'm gonna make a meme out of this. You're not allowed to post this on your channel. I don't want to see the cancerous comments.
I didn't even want to post it either. This was a terrible debate. It was awful.